Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. And this week will be What's Your Next Up Love reading. And it's for July 26th to 1 August 2020. Okay, so you want to look at your totems here and choose which one that you feel attuned to or an affinity towards. Between the cat or the wolf or the raven. And you can take your time here, and if you need longer than I offer, feel free to pause the video. And once you find the one that you feel attuned to, what you can do is go in the description box below and click on the timestamp that matches your totem, and that will take you directly to your totem. And I'm Seqkat, by the way, from Seqkat'senlightenenjoyment.com, and I'm glad to have you here with me. And I will see you at your totem. Okay, welcome if you chose the cat totem for this week's What's Your Next Step love reading. So let's see what you got for your theme card, and that's for the 26th July to 1 August 2020. And yours is Challenge Your Perception, and it is reversed. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what the cards say. And usually when that card comes up for me, I'm having to see something from a less egoic perspective. Usually my guides giving me a nudge. Okay, maybe I need to understand somebody else's perspective, or you understand my higher self's perspective, see the better that's coming in, something better than what I'm seeing it for. So we will see what you get for your theme cards. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay guys, I'm sorry. It looks like we have been working on something long-term that was not meant to be. So that means we have been down a little bit of an egoic path there, and we're not enjoying the fruits of that labor, and that's understandably so. We've been waiting to enjoy the fruits, but it was not meant to be. When your ego is leading you down a path, it doesn't lead you down to success. And yeah, it looks like you got in a conflict with someone or some others. Well, since this is a love reading, it may be a significant other, since we're tuning on that. So there could be like trying to conquer the other, to understand the other, hear my side, hear my perspective, even maybe adopt my values. And we do not want to do that. So if you can't get them to understand you, stop trying. They're not going to, because they have their own beliefs, their own perspectives, their own paradigms, and they cannot hear you. And my old phrase is, it's like teaching kindergarten or algebra. They can't get it. And even if you can't understand their perspective, if you can pull in enough of a neutral thing, and they're trying to get you to come over to their values, you need to hold on to your values. You have to remain being who you are. So we're seeing that here, and you're going into a bit of apathy here, maybe numbing out a little bit, maybe trying to numb out from some of the pain, or someone in the relationship has kind of numbed out or is getting bored, or maybe we're not liking this relationship. I don't know if it's you or your significant others. I have this tuned to many of you. So you're going to have to tune into what is your relative story, whether it is you or your partner numbing out or getting bored within a relationship. And here, again, those paradigms that we're talking about. So this card can come up and either be positive or negative. Somebody could be really locked down in their structures and paradigms, and this is causing problems and causing you to stick on the egoic path. Or maybe it's the significant other locked in their paradigms and they can't hear you, and this is why the relationship can't proceed. It could be that in that way it's a negativity for you. This is one I actually like to see in reverse, because this means somebody's breaking into spiritual freedom. Or it could be encouraging you to, come into something that does work for you, maybe a spiritual teaching that does work for you, and work within it. So again, you're going to have to tune into your relative story, because I have this tuned to many of you in each of your unique stories. So that is your theme for to challenge your perception. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the row of what is your past. Then we're going to look at the row that is affecting your present. And then we're going to see what is your next step, which will be the following row. And that will be what is your next step to take that is in your highest good and alignment. Being a little quiet for you. See how it goes. Yeah. Yep, got one more. Okay, let's read this for you now, guys. Okay, so you have some type of family support. So I don't know what this is. We'll have to see. Maybe the cards will unfold and tell me. This is your past, but you definitely have not been on your heart's desire fate line, so to speak. A fate line where your guides and your higher self are always trying to pull you to your thriving point. You're supposed to be living your heart's desires. If you keep watching me, if you learn anything from me, go for your heart's desires. You're supposed to be living your heart's desires, what you came here to do. That's my goal, to get everybody living their heart's desires. So you're not doing that. And because you're not doing that, nothing feels right in your world, and it's not. It's not working out. And anytime you get on the ego path, the ego likes to choose things for safety and survival. I actually did a musing on that this past Wednesday. If you're struggling with change, to make change easy, do this. I'll put a card at the end of your reading here so that you can go back and refer to that, because it's very important to understand how ego gets all caught up in that survival, and it'll deny you your thriving. And it looks like your bubble's been popped and you've come to realize this in your past, and this is kind of showing up in your theme. That, you've been working on something long term, but you're not enjoying the fruit of your labor. And then of course with the conflict coming in, I think we're starting to realize that. And maybe your ego has still been trying to hold on, and that's where they're asking you to challenge your perception. Hey, this is not meant for you. You're going down a path that's not working. And you may even be experiencing some confusion with all of this too. And they're definitely telling you, let it go. It's not working. What the ego wants and thinks it needs when it's trying its dangest to survive out of fear of dying, it's not going to work. It's definitely not going to work. All right. And then, let's see, you have the Earth King here. So I don't know if you have a good father figure, because you have that family support here too. So I don't know if you have a good father figure, or if you have the characters and attributes yourself. But with that family support, it makes me think you might have a good father figure that has maybe assisted you or advised you or something here. This is your past again. Yep, and we do have some failure here, and it looks like you may have missed some opportunities to try something new because of your failures with paths in the past, because then ego likes to think, okay, what has happened in the past will always happen. It will happen now in my current situation, and it will definitely happen in the future. So, I'm not going to do anything similar to that, because that will happen all over again. That's ego's forever never complex. It has a problem with that, and you cannot buy into that. So, being this is a love reading, I'm going to take that this is like, maybe you have a past love that you've recently broke up, or it is not working. Maybe a new love opportunity came up and you're like, nope, missing that, I'm not taking that chance. not doing that again. So you're gonna have to tune into your particular story and see what's going on with you and your particular situation. Okay, so let's see what you got going on in your present now. That is the past that's affecting your current present. Oh my goodness. Not one of those nights that I can't shuffle. Let's hope. Okay. Maybe it is. Okay. I just give up. No. We're gonna shuffle now. Have those moments every day. Okay. Okay, and we'll pull up a few of the cards again and then start reading for you. Okay. Let's see if we get any more. Okay. All right, so again, I have this tuned to many of you, so you're going to tune into your story. So you have a couple things going on here. Either currently in your present right now. Oh, we got a little sneaky card in the back too. Ha ha. So let's catch the sneaky card because it's back here on the bottom. So sliding things over. All right, so looks like we might be trying to go for a passionate desire now. If that is passionate desires from the heart, that's great if you're going that way. That's always good to follow. You want to do that, and that shows it can be successful. And if you got any questions or anything, the answer is yes. Looks like, and maybe it's about this move. You may or may not be looking at a move. So since this is a love reading, maybe it's a move in a residence. Maybe it's a move from the relationship. So you're going to have to tune into that. If that is about a move, that is looking successful and good. Or it could be that you're navigating now through challenges with ease. So perhaps this relationship that you've been in, or maybe you've even broken up, it's your recent past one. You're going to have to decipher what your story is. You're navigating through these challenges with some ease, and that's good. And you're being invited to go within with the Hermit card here and spend some time with your higher self, your guides, your angels, whatever your deities are. And since this is your present tense, perhaps you're even heeding that. And if you are, that is absolutely great. Very wise counsel there to be following. And this also represents Virgo. So it could be for your particular story, just the Virgo card just being thrown in there and saying, hey, Virgo. That could be you or the person, whomever you're engaged with in the situation. Looks like we're looking at fond memories of the past, but we're not hanging on to them. Maybe we're just letting them to help us move forward. Towards our heart's desires. We're doing really good there. But it is a possibility. You're gonna have to watch for this. One or two things could be happening here with the Sky Queen coming in reversed here. She's usually really good at being able to see things from a neutral perspective and logically, but when she shows up reversed, there could be some emotional attachment. I'm not really seeing it too much here in your present tense. Maybe a little bit in your past tense. But there could be some emotional attachment and she doesn't want to let go. Maybe I'm getting an answer with that, with my intuition is saying maybe it's not even you. Maybe it is your partner. Maybe they're clinging a little bit towards you. So that could be happening, and that's why it's not matching these other cards. And or somebody, one of you or your partner could be getting a little too cold-hearted. Not really seeing that with you here either. So you're going to have to tune into your relative story. Again, that could definitely be your partner. So tune into how that's going. All right, and then you got something new coming here, moving in fast. So your new passionate desires. We got a new movement here. You're going to see if this one fits you. It's coming in fast and it's coming in quick, and it's positive results. So that is looking good, and that's good to see. But it does look like we have been and experienced betrayal. So I don't know if you have felt betrayed by your partner or betrayed by situations, or perhaps they feel betrayed by you. You're going to have to tune in and see how this is fitting you. And you are definitely you're being asked to have courage and keep your strength up, with the strength card showing up here as you're moving into a new phase. This is exactly a breakup. Yeah, I think so, because you were building something long term that was not working out, and this conquering of attitudes, yeah, and you weren't on your fate line. Yeah, I think this is a relationship that was not working out, guys. That's my feeling. So, but again, tune into how that feels with you. And this also represents Leo, so the card could be just thrown in there to say, hey, you Leo. It could be you or whomever you engage with is the situation. Again, you're going to tune into yourself. And this is about spending time with loved ones and or friends, or maybe your partner. And this is what builds relationships. Maybe you're going to, maybe you're seeing this now or doing this now. You know how this fits you, so you'll have to tune into that. Okay, so let's look at what's your next step. What is the next step for you to take that is in your highest good and alignment in regards to what has shown up in your past and what you got going on with your present? And what you got going on with your theme too as well. Okay. Alright, I'll see if you have any more cards and then I'll separate them. Okay, so you're definitely being told to hold your ground. We saw this in your theme. To hold on to your values. So whatever it is you're trying to do, you want to hold your ground. You don't want to let anybody knock you off of what you're trying to do that is in your highest good alignment. So hold on to your values there. And you have a choice to make. So I don't know if things have not been working out in your relationship and you're in between a hard place and a rock. Like I said, the past is not looking good. And it looks like it's not a fit and a match from what I'm getting intuitively, but you're going to tune into how this feels for you. Be careful not to follow ego desires for safety, survival reasons. So you may not like the situation you're in right now, but you don't like the step you might have to take to get out of the situation. And the advice always is take that step to get out of the situation. You may not like that step, but that step leads to other steps that will be better and definitely leads to results that will be better. So that is definitely the next step to take. They're definitely showing you that. And they're also reminding you, be who you are. So that is saying, listen to your higher self. Do not follow ego, trying to survive and sticking with that which is familiar. Again, I'll put that card at the end of your reading from this last one, making change that makes change easier, to make change easy, because that'll explain to you what the ego does and why it holds on to that fervently. That'll help you release that. Because that journey, if you're not being who you are, is going to just lead you back to this long-term journey. You're wasting your time and investing in it. Your harvest is never going to come in, and you're never going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're only going to enjoy the fruits of your labor when you're experiencing your dreams. And your current situation is looking good, but they are really watching your next step. They're warning you here. I'm seeing a lot of warning. You've got some learning to do, so you got to look at your past and understand that your past, challenge your perception, is a lesson, something for you to learn from. But you don't have to stay in that lesson yet. It's time to move forward. Okay, I did this and I did this and I did that, and it didn't work. Don't miss out on the opportunities befalling you now that are new because you're scared they won't work again. Or don't miss out on them either because, well, I'm just going to stay stuck in this situation. No. You have the ability to get out and make sure you follow your heart's passionate desires. Looks like you're doing that currently, but something is sneaking up here on your future. So you want to keep your eye out and watch for this. And don't let this scare you. The tarot readings, tarot cards is all about reading the energies. We've read the energies of the past. We're reading your current energies and your next step. So they can they're picking up on the energies of what could happen, and they're warning you so you can watch out for it, so you can be careful to not let that happen. Had you not known this, you could have just slipped back into your ego, because you got to watch this betrayal. Maybe if it's just a lover, maybe they'll tell you just the right soothing words and pull you to go right back into the trap you've been in and mess all this beautiful stuff that you were building in your present tense all up. So you're going to tune in, be careful, and watch. You're going to definitely be mindful and watch. So now we're going to go ahead. This has been the Seqkat tarot we read this with. We're going to go ahead now and clarify with the tarot familiar. The theme card was based on the Messenger Oracle. And this is the last week of July, guys. So this is the last week that I am running right now for the month of July, where you can win a free reading. And if you would like to enter that, definitely see the description box below for details. I will let you know you need to be a subscriber. That is one of the things. And so if you aren't subscribed, just subscribe and then just follow what else you got to do. The details will be listed there for you to enter that giveaway. And also, if you need a personal reading and you need one now, I also have a link to that in the description box below as well. So your theme card was about challenging your perception. So, and we need to see that what we've been building long term is not working out, and then we've been conquering each other or one or the other to see my perspective, own my perspective, and grab my values. We've been seeing that, and then somebody's numbing out in a relationship or getting bored with it, and then we're either working with paradigms that are restricting us and holding us back, or maybe it could be positive or not, or maybe we need to let go of those paradigms. So you'll have to see how that's working out for you. And what we're getting in your clarification is the Five of Wands. Yeah, we got some little fighting and riffraff going here. Maybe feeling a little bit of competition with someone too. So that's not looking too good there, guys. And then we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse here. And interestingly, you had him in their past as upright. So I didn't know if that was a father figure, but this is fallen from his throne. So this, I think, is really not relative to that. I think this is going back to you trying to build long term, because now we're getting the Pentacles of Earth. They're the same. You trying to build long on this is too, enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's the same thing too. Falling from the throne is not going to work when you're building from your ego's perspective. It is not going to work. So that's what you're getting warned with there. And then you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is not your vibe tribe. So whomever you've been trying to build this long term, they're not in alignment with you, and that's why it is not working out with you, for you, with them at all. And then you got the Ten of Fire, which tells me now this is coming to an end, and the situation that you have been in is actually making you feel overwhelmed as well there too. And then we got the Three of Cups again too. So I don't know, you had this going on in your current situation. So you have family support that showed up in your past, and we got that loving father figure too that showed up in your past. So I don't know, maybe spending some quality time with your family and friends that love you is there to help you and help you heal from the situation. Because anytime you're in, especially if you are looking at any type of breakup, healing is definitely needed. That is some tough stuff, because you're not only letting go of what you become familiar with a person in a relationship, but you're also letting go of the dreams you had for the future as well. And that's hard. It's a lot of loss there, guys. Yeah, the illness has been through years. It's not fun. Been there, done that. I don't like it. I completely understand. All right, so let's clarify the past tense, which you had the family support, but you also got the will, which is in reverse, saying you're not following your heart's desire. You've been falling down the ego path, and that's not going to work. And that makes the world card show up for you upside down. Nothing is right in your world because of that. And then with the Seven of Water being reversed, it's like you've had a bubble popped and you're figuring this out, or had just figured it out, or maybe feeling some confusion with all this. And then you got the Floating Cat, which is saying there's a hangman saying, let this go. It's not working out. And then you have that Earth King show up, which shows me like a father figure that can definitely support you. And then you had the Five of Waters in reverse, saying you might have missed some opportunities to try something new. So I don't know, maybe a new romance, I'm not sure. But here we go, they're saying too, you've been building something that's not working out for you. You are the manifester with a magician card here. You are the creator of your life. And when it shows a reverse, this tells me you've been creating that which you didn't like. You've been creating a contrast because you've been creating from a good perspective. Challenge your perspective. It's egoic. The cards are saying it here. And then you got the Empress here. So this could be a loving mother figure. I don't know if you have a mother, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if you have a loving mother figure with that family support card coming up, as well as a good father figure too. And if you do, that is wonderful. And you're spending that time with them, that is wonderful. And definitely do that. Or you got to change your voice, or maybe this is a call to you to give yourself some loving mother energy, because she encourages her children to be self-empowered. And your ego is like a little toddler child, and you gotta self-empower. So you gotta hear its pains and hear its fears. Let it tell you that, see it as a child, and then validate it. It has every right to feel that way. It has every right to feel the pains. It has every right to have those fears, and comfort it and hug it and reassure it. You will be there for it. And then you tune to your higher self for guidance of what's best for you. All right, let's see if we get any more for that real quick. We're good on your past. Okay, so we're moving on now to your present tense, where you have the Ace of Fires. So we're moving into a passionate desire, which is good, and that looks successful. And then you got the Fire Time upright too, so that tells me that you've got some type of move. So this could be a moving out of this relationship, since this is a love one. It could be a moving of residence, which could be part of the moving out of the relationship as well. And if it is, that is looking good for you. And then you have the Hermit card upright, which is an invite to God. Connect with your gods, connect with your higher self, your angels, whomever your deities are. And you very well may be doing that. And if you are, that is absolutely great that you are. To get their perspective, and you may be looking at some fond memories, which is really good, because it's upright, so that can help keep your vibration up. But we need to watch out for a cold queen here. She's in reverse, so she's either emotionally attached, and I kind of pick up that may be your partner looking at your present tense, or she might be getting too cold-hearted. So one of the two, so you have to see how that works for you. And then you had the Chariot card. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is also Cancer as well. Showing something new's coming in. It's coming in fast, and it's going to be positive. Or your story, maybe it's just the wind. Hey, Chariot is Cancer. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's who you're involved in this relationship. So you have to tune in how that is. And then we have the Betrayal card here. So watch out for betrayal. They may give us some soothsaying words, especially seeing the future path now. They're really guiding you. So watch for that. Don't know if you felt or being betrayed or maybe they feel betrayed by you, your partner, but watch for that, especially again for the what's your next step. Watch for those smooth operators. You know what I'm saying? Smooth operator. And then we also have the Strength card up here, telling you to have the strength, be who you are, stand strong. And then you got that coming up in your future card. Hold your ground. So yes, but that Betrayal card, yeah, watch that tongue. Watch it. And then you've got, again, that Three of Cups, showing family, spending loving time with family and friends. Get that fortification, get that strength. So that looks good. And then you get the Seven of Pentacles showing up again. Okay, so yeah, that ego, building that which is long-term that's not working out. So we have a little bit of that showing up. And I really do now think about that Betrayal card. Watch out for that, guys. Watch out. And then you got the Ten of Sky, and yep, that's showing up. That means you've hit rock bottom. So that's coming from your past tense, I think. The relationship is not worked out. That is, and it is reversed as like the ultimate defeat. So you're really feeling that. I told you I did sense a breakup, and that really tells me that too. This is painful. This hurts like MF, and I know, and I'm really sorry, guys. You're gonna have to really work with that ego and give some soothing and loving and hugging and understanding. Work at that. Good news is it is the end. You've hit rock bottom. Now you can move up. And then you've got the Hierophant here in reverse. And I like to see it show up in reverse. This means you're busting out of old ways, restricting paradigms, and coming into your spiritual freedom where you're going to soar and fly like the eagle. I love to see that. And then you got the King of Wands here, which shows me your new path that you're going to be on is going to be successful. So I do like to see that as well. Okay, so now we're going to clarify what's your next step, your highest good in alignment, and with this Seven of Fire shouldn't appear upright. You definitely need to hold your ground, hold your defense, hold on to your values. Do not be swayed, and do not listen to that slick tongue, guys. Watch out, betrayer. You're really getting warned, and you have a choice to make. And I think from that betrayer card showing up too, they're gonna make an offer to you. You don't like your choice where you are, and you don't like the choice to get out of it, but you need to make the one that gets you in the move, gets you out of it. And maybe it's easier to stay. Maybe you're just in a relationship and y'all are living together, and financially it's a lot easier. So let's do it that way. You know, you don't want to do that, guys. And then you have Star card in reverse, which is warning you to be who you are. Don't fall for that ego. You're being warned here, guys. Stick to who you are. And then you got the cat in reverse, which is the Fool card in reverse, which means if you don't be who you are and listen to the ego, you're going down a journey that is not going to be successful. I'm not reading that many cards. I'll take the top one here. It's not going to be successful. And then you got the Eight of Earth in reverse, saying you got more things to learn. Learn your lesson from this, guys, and move on. Don't just repeat it and stay in the story. Get out of it. Learn from it. And because you're going to lose your passions, and you don't want to be there with the Fire Queen here in reverse. You want to be living in your passions. You want to be living your dreams. You came here to live your dreams. You can live your dreams. Hear that. Hear that. You can live your dreams. I'm living my dreams. It took me a long time to believe that. It took me a long time to get there. I'm here. Grab onto the ego's evidence. Ego loves evidence. You can do it. It's what you came here to do. Got another affirmation of that Fool card being reversed. Be who you are, because you're going to go down a journey. They're warning you, and a journey in which you will feel trapped. Trapped to the point that you'll be aggressive. Or, listen to your other story, this also represents Capricorn. So I don't know if that's you or with whomever you engage. So check out into that. You do have the Moon card now too here in reverse, which is saying you really need to heed your intuition. And with the reverse, it's going to be a tendency and a temptation to not listen to it. Listen to the ego instead. Nope, you want to listen to your intuition. Your intuition will come in and it'll tell you something that will not make any sense to your brain at all. And you'll be like, how in the hell could that possibly work? But let me tell you what, I have had this done to me so many times. I've listened to the intuition. It took me a long time to be able to trust it and learn how to do it, but I have learned to do it. And it's just crazy how it just absolutely works. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I listened to intuition. So you want to heed that intuition, guys. And this also represents Pisces. And then you got the High Priestess here. You got a double whammy. Listen to the intuition, and here she is reversed too. So y'all could really make a big mistake here. They're really warning you to listen to your intuition and be who you are, which means and hold your ground. But yeah, guys, you really need to watch out for this. Don't let the soothsayer, betrayer trick you. Don't let your ego trick you. Oh, this is easier. Let me stick with this. You're just delaying the inevitable. It's going to eventually happen. You're just delaying it, and you're just making it harder, and you're keeping yourself away from your dreams, and you're just living in misery longer. Don't do it, guys. Been there, done that. Don't do it. Okay, so that is your clarification. So I'm going to wrap up now with one oracle card from the Angels and Ancestor Oracles, which is a new one. So I'm learning this with you guys. So thank you for bearing with me as I learn this one. I really like this one. It's really cool. And again, to remind you, don't forget to check out the giveaway in the description box below. If you want to see if you can win, this is the last week of July, to win a free reading, a personal reading. And if you need one, then you can also get one. There's a description, a link to that to get one is in the description box below as well. So let's see what we got here. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Make your choice, choose your path. And believe me, you want to follow the one that is following your higher self. And they're really warning you about your ego, guys, right here with this challenge in your perception. They really are. It's up to you, but just know what your consequences are. Ego is always going to lead you to where it's not going to work out. Your higher self will lead you to joy and success, and you'll live in your dreams. Okay, guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. That helps me circulate my videos to help others, reach out to them. I'll put the card up here for you to understand how the ego will hang on and not make changes because of survival, and it's fear there, and that can help you do, and it also tells you what to do to make the change easier, so that can help you out as well. And so also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I love having you. If you'd like to join me as a subscriber, that would be awesome. Just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you'll know when my next tarot readings go out, which are on Sundays, or my Seqkat musings, which are on Wednesdays. And that first Wednesday of the month, I do the chakra clearing, where I clear all 12 of your chakras, ground you in Mother Earth, and come back and open up your heart chakra, which puts you into your power. Okay, guys. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome. If you chose the Wolf Totem for this week's Pick a Card reading, which is your love reading, what's your next step for the week of 26 July through 1 August 2020? So let's see what your theme card is. And your theme card is Embrace the Feminine. This card is about embracing feminine aspects within yourself, so that we don't bring in too much masculine energy towards something. Or as you can see, she looks mighty pregnant, so I don't know if maybe I have this too many of you. So you're going to have to connect to your relative story. This could be referring to someone having a baby. You'll have to connect with your particular relative story on that. Alright, we got 2 cards here. Let's see if we get anything more, and then I'll start reading the cards. Okay. Alright then. Okay, so we have somebody not enjoying the fruit of their labor. So I don't know if we've been creating something with the ego, or if we're struggling with labor. If you're by chance having a pregnancy situation. Again, you're going to tune into your other story. And that's why I'm adding this, and this is a love reading. We do have a loving father figure. So again, going back to the babyhood, I don't know if you have a loving father figure with whom you engage with the situation here too. There is something to let go of. And hopefully we'll get more on that as we continue to read the card. So what you've been building, a fruit of fruit of labor, fruit of the work that you are not enjoying. That could be something. I don't know if your ego's been working on something aside from the pregnancy story. I have this tuned to many of you. So there is something to let go of. So you have to look into that. And then you are being asked to have faith and don't stay focused on that which is negative. Because that just creates which is negative. So it really doesn't get your focus off of what you're not liking, what you're seeing in your current reality, and have faith. Universe has got you. You can see the kitty cat is walking through, which is like crashing waves, but it's got a solid ground as on. And this also represents Sagittarius. You're going to tune into your relative story, and that could be you or your partner with whomever you regard. So you're going to tune into how this fits you in particular. Okay, so that is your theme. So now we're going to look at the first row, which is your past, and the next row, how that is affecting your current present, and the next row will be what's your next step that you should take. And that, of course, is what's your next step. That which is in your good and highest alignment. Okay, we got one jumping here. I'll go ahead and get a few, and then I'll read the cards. Yeesh, not all those cards. That's called Seqkat dropping the cards, not cards flipping. Whoa. Okay. Okay, you got quite a few cards on this one. All right, guys. So the first thing we do is we have the Sky Queen here, and she's good at stepping back and looking at things from a logical perspective. So since this is your past, perhaps this is what you managed somehow at some point to do. And you also have the Hermit card here, so this is upright, so I'm going to assume that you took in this invite here to go within and connect with you guys or your higher self, angels, whatever your deities are. And or, depends on your relative story, this could just, it represents the Virgo card, so it could be saying, hey Virgo, if that's you or you, whomever you engage with in the situation here. We also have a tangled mess here, and it's not good. It's really bad tangled mess, could be really bad karma here. And if you got into any legal issues, that's not looking really good either, guys. So I'm sorry for this. This is what we're looking at. And this is some of you, not all of you. And this also represents Libra, so the card could just be thrown in there to say, hey Libra. So tune again to your relative story on that. You have been manifesting something you don't want. Okay, so with this card coming in, and not enjoying the fruits of your labor, it could be that some of you have been trying to get pregnant and want to, and it isn't happening. And you have a loving father figure with whom, you know, your partner, your romance partner, and it's not happening. And this is why you're being asked to have faith and stop focusing on that which is not working. And this is what you have to let go of, staying focused on that it's not working. So that could be one scenario. That's for some of you. Now, it could also be those same exact cards be a scenario where you did get pregnant and you didn't want to, and you created something you didn't want either, and that's feeling like a tangled mess. And now, like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this, and how am I going to handle this? So you usually have to tune into how the story fits for you, because again, I've got this tuned into many of you. Okay, so this one is, this is your past. This is coming in, and when the Earth Kitten shows up, you're being invited to go down and start something new, and you have the universal support. But when it comes in reverse like this, you're not feeling supported to start a new journey. And sometimes it's going to be paradigmal, it can come from your past, that you didn't get it as a child. So again, since this is your past row, it could be simply that. You don't feel supported to start something new. Maybe you need to look at the feeling worthy if you are trying to get pregnant, you know, and maybe it's because you're feeling like you're not allowed to have that new journey. So that may be something you need to heal. So you'll have to look at that for that one. Maybe if you got pregnant, you may be fearing God. Oh gosh, what do I do now? I'm scared of my mind. How am I going to handle this? And you're not feeling supported in that regard. So again, you're going to have to tune in to see what you got going on there. And then here we got the Romance card, the Two of Cups in reverse. So we're in disharmony with our partner in some shape, form, or fashion. So if you got pregnant, it could be, if you didn't want to, you could be riffing and rapping over that. Oh my gosh, how did this happen? It could be pulling on you if you're trying to get pregnant and you're not. That could be, you know, starting to grate on the relationship a little bit there too. So yeah, there's some confusion going on, or some kind of bubble's been popped, like, oh hey, this is our reality and we thought this was going on, so something's going on there. And we are being, looks like you are like starting a new journey, one of the heart's desire, or was beginning it in your recent past, I would say, because this is the very last card here. So that's good to be starting a journey of your heart's desires. Always follow your heart's desire on that one. Okay, guys, so that's your past. Now let's see what you got going on in your present. Some of you could be getting pregnant and him wanted to, but you feel like it's a tangled mess too during this pandemic. And it's very understandable. That could be really scaring the hell out of you. Like, oh my gosh, there's a baby in the hospital. Very understandable. So that could be something else that you're looking at too. That could be scary. Again, if that's your situation too, don't stay focused on the negative. Do not stay focused, and have faith. The universe has got your back and things will work out. Okay, so now your present is. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and read a few cards here. Interesting mix. I'll pull a few and then I'll start reading these. Okay, I think you're good there. Okay, guys. So somewhere along the line, we have felt defeated with something. So again, if you've been trying to get pregnant and that's not working, that could be one of them right there. Not enjoying the fruits of the labor. It's something that the ego's been building too. So you've kind of hit the rock bottom, but the good news is that's coming to an end, whatever that is. And when you hit rock bottom, there's no other place to go now but up. And then you are moving towards something that is ideal for you. So that's good. And definitely follow that. That's, like I said, right there at the end of this row, it's like in the recent past, I think you began a journey of the heart, and that's good. And it's reaching heart's desires, that which is ideal. So that is really good to see. We have been in conflict with somebody though too. We are trying to get somebody to understand our perspectives and they cannot, or they're trying to get you to understand their perspectives and you cannot, or maybe you're trying to get them to adopt your values, or you your values. You can't do that. You've got to love. Let them be who they are and let you be who you are and love who you are. And with that, you're not on your fate line without the heart's desires with this fighting. And I don't know if this is in some situation with your past tense, with this going back to this disharmony between your lover. So if y'all are stuck on a subject that you can't seem to agree with, you're going to have to agree to disagree, guys, on this one. Because it's not working out. That's just causing problems for you. And then you need to be subtle about something. I don't know exactly. Maybe you're starting these new journeys that are ideal for you and your heart's desires, and you need to be subtle. And this could not even have anything to do with your partner. You just need to be subtle with others. Maybe both of you together are starting these new journeys of the hearts. But you have to be subtle about it because these are dreams, and your friends and family may not support you on that and can pull you down as you're trying to build up your beliefs to do it. So you have to tune in to see how that story fits you. Or maybe you're trying to do this for yourself and your lover is disputing with you. So maybe you have to just be quiet so that you can attain your dreams too. Now you are being called to some kind of spiritual calling of which you're resisting. So we're not following our fate line here too with our heart's desires. But you are moving towards a heart's journey here, and that's good. And you are moving to something ideal here. It could be the spiritual calling is to stop this, and that's what you gotta let go of and stop doing that. Or I'm not sure. So you're gonna have to tune in. Maybe you have a spiritual calling and you know it's nudging inside of you and you need to hear it and feel it and move towards it, but you're resisting it. You want to stop resisting it, guys, because that's following your higher self, and that's what leads you to survival. You try to be survival. And here we're spending some quality time with loved ones and friends. It could even be your partner or whatever, and that's always good because that's what builds and strengthens and bonds relationships. So that is your present tense. So now let's see what you got going on for what's your next step. What steps should you take that are in your highest good and alignment? And for those of you that are freaking out, oh my God, you mean I'm going to get pregnant and having a baby? I have nothing to do with this. This could simply just be embracing the femininity within you. Even if you're a guy watching this, it could be saying, chill down on the masculine. Maybe that dispute that you're getting in with your romance partner here, maybe it's just because you're just being too staunched on the male side, and you need to embrace the femininity and embrace those emotions and give her a little bit more understanding. So that's just coming to me, guys, to let y'all know about that in case y'all are like, are we having a baby? No, we're not. Just tuned to many different stories here that have nothing to do with your story. Simply just being embracing that feminine energy. Okay, so a couple of cards here. And I'll go ahead and pull them all. Yeah. Guys. Okay. There's something you're thinking about doing? No. Universe does not support you. Cut it out. It's not going to work. That's egoic. And it can simply be this not listening to the spiritual calling. And you might, I don't want to do that. Don't, because the universe was not supporting on that. And we're off that fate line, and we're in this controversy with this person. So there's something there. Listen to your story. The universe is not supporting on that. There's a lesson to learn. You have something to learn here. Learn from the lesson. Move on. Cutthroat competition. Cut it out, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Your present tense isn't looking that bad, but you need to watch your future steps. So I don't know what temptations are going to befall you. And then here we're even looking, watch your next step. This could be telling you to abandon an idea that is not going to work. Abandon some competition. Cut that out. Cut it out. Don't do that. Yeah. Because then, yeah, you're not being who you are here, because we got the Earth Queen here, and she's in reverse, and she's not being herself. Guys, you really got to watch your next step. And yeah, because now, because this is bringing in your fears and everything that you know. And then they tell you follow your heart's desire. Go for that, okay? Best bet, just follow your heart's desire. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your spiritual calling. Listen to that. Okay? Okay, we're going to clarify. Okay, so that was your theme card was from the Master Oracle. We just read the cards from the Mystical Tarot, and now we're clarifying with the Tarot. And reminder, this is the last week of July. I am doing a giveaway. We can win a personal reading. All you have to do is be a subscriber. You can see more of the details of everything you need to do to enter that giveaway in the description box below. And also, if you need a reading, I have links to that too as well, and that's in the description box as well too. Okay, so our theme card was Embrace the Feminine. So this is either we need to embrace more of our feminine energy, whether we be male or female, or maybe there is a pregnancy that we're trying to do and it's not happening and it's escaping us and it's causing us to not enjoy the fruits of our labor. Or maybe it's a scare pregnancy, like, oh crap, we're pregnant, now what? We're freaking out about that. We do have a loving father, it looks like. So it looks like y'all are working out there. You know, this is a love reading. I'm thinking your partner is going to be the loving father there. If it is not you being pregnant, it just could be a loving father figure that you have, whomever's watching this. You do have something you need to let go of, and maybe it's a freak out fear, or and then whatever your problems are that are not working, whether you're scared or maybe you're having a baby during the pandemic and you're scared, take your focus off of what you fear, because you're just perpetuating it. So you definitely want to do that and have faith. And again, this represents Sagittarius. Okay, so let's get your clarification on that. Eight of Cups. Okay, so with Eight of Cups, this is, you have a spiritual calling. Now this is up like you're gonna heed it. Are you already listening? Good for you, I love you. Or they're letting you know success is gonna come with heeding that spiritual calling. They're reaffirming that. Okay, and then we got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is family support, so that's good. So I don't know if this you and your partner being the family with that baby coming in, or if you do have a father figure that is supporting you as a family as you need it right now, if you are in fear, or if you're just not embracing the femininity, or whatever. You just need to tune into how that's going for you. And I'm not reading all those cards. No, okay, it's not. I thought I dropped a whole deck. My bad. I was freaking out. Okay. And so then we also got the Knight of Sky. So yeah, you had that here too. So you have to be subtle about something. So if you're working towards something positive, don't let any negative Nancy's and naysayers get in your way. So you might have to be quiet and subtle about that. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles, which is warning you, you're trying to build something long-term that's not working out for you. And that's going to go back to again, not enjoying the fruits of your labor. So look at that and make sure what that is that you got, that you're trying to do, that is egoic. So you got something egoic going on there. So you got to tune in to how this reading fits you and your particular story. All right, and then there's some of you that you are feeling balanced, or maybe they're telling you by doing these XYZ steps, this is what's going to bring you into balance. And then we got the Knave of Pentacles. Now we saw that earlier, and it was reversed, where you didn't feel loved and supported to do this new journey, and they are really reassuring you whatever new journey that you're coming onto right now. And we have that. We're following a journey of heart's desires, and we're also following that which is ideal, a new journey. They're letting you know, and they're telling you here, go for your heart's desires. They're letting you know that it's going to be successful, that the universe is supporting you with that. And then we got the Four of Cups. So make sure you're not numbing out or going into a little stage of apathy with whatever fears, especially if you're staying focused on those things that you dislike or fear to perpetuate that. So you want to watch out for that. Okay, so now for your clarification in the past, you had the Sky Queen upright, so it looks like we stepped back and made an observant, logical decision. You were called to go within and connect with your higher self, angels, meditate, what have you. And it looks like you might have done it because it was upright with the Hermit card, and that also represents Virgo, so I'm not sure if I caught that last time or not. If I did, I apologize. And it could be your relative story that, hey, we just threw in the Virgo card in there. I think I did cover that. So that's also followed by the Consequence card, which represents Libra, and that's reversed and upside down. So we're in a tangled mess with someone, and if it's kind of a little issues, guys, I'm sorry, that's not looking very good, so I don't know exactly what that is. And then you have it manifesting something you didn't like. So the fruits of the labor that we didn't like, it's a possibility we have manifested that we got pregnant. Oh my God, we didn't like that. Maybe we got a little pregnant too early because we didn't want to have the baby in the pandemic. Maybe we're not getting pregnant. We're trying to. We're not manifesting. We're like, again, going back to that reverse Temperance card. We've got to get our focus off of that which is negative or that which we fear. We've got to get our focus off of that. And then we also had that reverse Earth Kitten 2, not feeling loved and supported, and that could be a paradigmal thing, going back to your past to explore something new, like having that baby for trying to form one thing. Or maybe something in a relationship, because we seem to like we're somehow in some passionate way in disharmony with our romantic partner, and it could be some of the trials and tribulations we're going through is causing some riffraff. Maybe we're having a disagreement on something. Maybe that's what we need to embrace, the feminine energy, the loving, nurturing energy, whether you be male or female in the partnership. And some kind of bubble's been popped, or we're feeling some kind of confusion. We thought something was one way, but oh no, oh whoa, this is what it really is. And then we're beginning a new journey. Like I say, I think this has just happened in your recent past of heart's desires, which is always good followers of heart's desires. And we got the Knight of Cups. So somebody's got a true offer of love here. So if you've already got a romance partner, maybe something is you're gonna figure something else and get something straight here, which is good. And their love to you is going to be genuine and true. If we had something not work out in a past relationship and it fell apart, I'm not really picking that up, but there could be one of you out there. Like I said, I got this in tune to many of you. You have a new offer of love coming in that's going to be true. Okay, and then we got the Ace of Cups. So we're moving to this, and we've got it sandwiched here too. This new journey that we're starting with our heart's desires, and we've got this true offer of love. So this is about the patching something up that we got going on with our current romantic partner or a new one. But you got an Ace of Cups here too. Again, moving towards heart's desires and need to be successful. But there are some emotions that we need to work with first for us to get it to flip and be successful. So we need to work with those emotions. So maybe if it was a past breakup, we got to heal those first. Or maybe if it's about having this baby and we can't have it, we're trying to, we've got to work with those grieving feelings. You got to validate those feelings, work with that ego. Or maybe, oh my God, I got pregnant, wasn't wanting to, or during this pandemic, you're gonna have to work with those feelings, whatever they are, or just coming into embracing that feminine energy too. So you're just gonna tune into how this relates to you. And then we've got the King of Cups here too. So yeah, again, this may be someone that might have experienced a breakup. Maybe you felt like that your partner kind of like, enabled you a little bit, which kind of brought you a little bit of disempowerment, which now you're coming into your power, coming out on your own. And this is, you're starting that new journey, but you got to work with the grief, because this one can be kind of sad and hard to let go of, but they do stay your friend. So you got to tune in to see how this fits you, and if this is your particular story. Or maybe you had a father figure too, and you're having to let them go and come into your own power. Maybe they were assisting you in some way that they no longer can or are capable of, so you're going to tune into your story there. And then this is like a little bit of 3 of fire to look before you leave. There's a little bit of preparation you need to do, because you are coming into your new journey, and some of that is working with those emotions as you move into that new journey as well. Okay, so that's your clarification for your past tense. So now let's looking at your present. We did hit rock bottom with the sky, the 10 of sky, kitty, but it's come to an end. And it's kind of like hitting some defeat there. And then with the kitten, you're moving towards a new journey, something that's ideal for you, and that's awesome. But then we have we were into the swords here, the skies, so the same thing. The 5 of sky here. That means we were not getting along with someone, and we're trying to conquer them to see our perspective, or they trying to see our. Did I say that right? Them trying to see our perspective, or them trying to get you to see their perspective, or own each other's values, or just one or the other. We can't keep wasting our time with people that can hear us and hold on to your values. And we're not on the fate line when we're trying to conquer somebody else to own our values. We have to love. Choose love. Love them for who they are. Love you for who you are. And let them be who they are, and let you be who you are. And then you have to be subtle about something. So like as you're moving into your new journey, you might have to just be careful to hold on to your beliefs on that. Or maybe there's something subtle you need to be within your relationship. I'm not sure. You're going to tune into what's going on for you guys. And then you have a spiritual calling that we're resisting. Don't do that, guys. That doesn't help you any at all. And then it looks like we have this. We're spending some time with loved ones, whether that be your partner or family and friends, and that's always good, because that establishes strength and bonds within your relationship. So let's see what you got for clarification. Thus far, we've only got 2 cards, so you're being a little stubborn on this too, so that might be all there is. We'll see. We'll do a shuffle here, full shuffle, do a couple of shuffles and see what we get. Thus far, what we got thus far is the Empress, so I don't know if you have a loving mother. Okay, but going back to this embracing the feminine, maybe you're being encouraged to embrace your femininity again, or maybe this has something to do with your pregnancy as well too. So you got to tune into that. Maybe you're being encouraged to give yourself a loving mothering yourself. You have to tune in. And you got the Knave of Wands here. So here, again, this new journey that you want to take, and there's just a little bit of preparation, and that showed up over here too, that you need to take before you fully get into this. And I think we have some emotions to work with. And if we're not going to be heeding our spiritual calling, you need to do that. That's some of the preparation you need to do, definitely for sure there. And then you got the 6 of Cups. So yeah, if anybody did have a breakup there, and it's coming in here with the betrayal card, maybe you're going through a betrayal, and this is where this defeat is coming in. Now you're going over memories. Oh, I remember the good times, but oh, I missed that. I wish they were here. Don't do that, guys. Don't waste your time there, because that's just going to keep pulling you down. There may be some letting go that you have to do there on that one, guys. I'm really sorry if that is what you're going through. That's painful and rough and hard, I know. But don't think all of you is a breakup. This is not the big message of this one. I don't think that. Embracing the femininity and maybe some babyhood there might be the big one. But not all of you, so don't freak out. Okay, so yes, let's get some clarification on our future role. The universe is saying no. So no. You do not have the universal support. You have a lesson to learn. Learn the lesson. There's some learning to do. Learn. And one of the big things is not heeding that spiritual call. That's always a no-no. Believe me, Spirit keeps giving you nudges. And if you don't listen to Spirit's nudges, it has been my experience time and time again. Spirit's going to come kick you in the ass. You don't like that. That hurts. That's what we're going through right now with this virus. I swear we are. You also have some cutthroat competition showing up. What the hell? No. And there's something you need to abandon. Maybe it's that competition. Maybe whatever your ideal or thinking about that the universe not supporting. No. Do not abandon that idea. And you gotta be who you are. You got the Earth Mother here being out of her element. Cut it out, guys. Because doing whatever you're thinking about doing and the universe is saying no is going to be bringing your nightmares and fears and all that crap that you don't want to go through to the forefront. No. Follow your heart's desires and move towards them. These are what's your next step. Okay, guys? Okay. So we've got one card so far. We're clarifying 5 of Wands. And again, cut it out. No, cut it out. That's a cut through competition. Cut it out. No. So confirming that. And then you got the King of Pentacles. Yes, you do that crap, you're just going to fall from your throne. Everything you're trying to create is not going to work. You're just going to fall flat on your face. Cut it out. No. Okay? Okay. Yep, that is going to be a fool's journey that is not going to work out. It's not going to lead to success. No. 10 of Cups, you will not get your happily ever after. They are serious, guys. This is what your next step is. Whatever you're thinking that's egoic is not going to work. Don't do it. Queen of Pentacles, again, she's not being who she is. That's not going to work out for you again. They'll reaffirm that one again, too. And then they're coming here with the star card. Be who you are. Okay, guys, so seriously, this is not doom and gloom. The tarot is all about reading the current energies, the past energies, how they're affecting you, and the future energies. What's your next step? Whatever you're thinking about that the ego wants to follow, that is not on the heart's fate line, no. Follow your heart. Be who you are. That's what you need to do. They're serious, guys. That's what's going to behoove you, because you're going to really mess some things up. So you know what you're thinking about. Or be aware something's going to come to the forefront here and tempt you. Be who you are. Follow your heart. Heart. Not the ego. That's not going to work. Okay, so let's wrap up with one more Oracle card. And again, don't forget, July giveaway ends this week. Enter. Details. You just got to be a subscriber. Even if you're brand new, subscribe today. Join us. And just go in the description box and see the details below of what you need to do to enter the giveaway and win a free reading. And if you need one now, there's a link there to do that too. And this is Angels and Ancestors Oracles. So let's get another message over the overall reading and see what it says. Okay. Ow. Every time I do that, I'll hit my ring man. I've done that with just about every deck. It's usually these Oracle decks, so there's... Okay, got 2 of them here. Okay, so Eagle. All right, so the Eagle is about like coming into a higher perspective. If any of those that are familiar with shamanic journeying, this is a good one to journey with and see yourself becoming that eagle and looking at your situation and seeing it from a different perspective and a higher perspective and pulling out of that egoic story. And then this is also the magic guardian to change that, unlock that magic that is within you and create your desires. So what you want to do is you want to stop, again, get your focus off of that which you fear. Universe doesn't support it. And stay focused on what you want and see it as you have it now. So you may do a little journey or a meditation and join an eagle or become an eagle and fly up and communicate with that eagle and get some connection and get that perspective. So definitely go within and get some connection there. Okay, guys, so that is your reading. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. That helps me circulate my videos out to reach other people and help them as well. And I'm glad that you were here. And if you were new, welcome. I'm glad to have you. And if you'd love to become a subscriber, I'd love to have you. Just hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you'll know when my next tarot reading goes out next Sunday, or my Wednesday musings, which is where I teach you tidbits of how to get in your joy and live in your joy and be living your dreams, because we all can do it. And that's what we came here to do, and that's what my job is here, and that is my journey, is to help people do exactly that. And then also the first Wednesday, I also do a chakra clearing. I clear all 12 of your chakras, graduate Mother Earth, and open up your heart chakra, which puts you back into your power. Okay then, thanks again for being here with me, and until next time, guys, much love and much light. Okay, and welcome if you chose the Raven Totem for this week's pick a card. What's your next love reading for 26 July through 1 August 2020. And you have for your theme card, Surrender to the Flow, and it's in reverse. Okay, so usually when I say surrender to the flow, ego may be up to its shenanigans, forcing things it thinks it wants. And that never works. Or it could be a resistance of just allowing that which it really wants from the higher self, which will make you really happy, to come in. Let's see what your theme cards have to say. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Let's see if we get any more. So the flow is looking good for you guys, but y'all just have to allow it to come in. Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is looking good for you guys. All right, so we have something new coming in, and it's coming in fast, and it's looking very positive for the Chariot card here. And keep in mind, it has tuned to many of you in your unique, individual, relevant stories. So this also represents Cancer. So I don't know if this is you or your significant other or whomever we're going to get engaged in this reading. Also, this is the Cat, which is like the Fool card, and it's beginning its new journey, and it's upright, so that is looking positive. And you're on your fate line of following your heart's desires and having your dreams come true, so that's looking really good. So yeah, guys, you're gonna really, really, really want to surrender to the flow and allow all this beauty to come in. Okay, because that's what ego can do. It can just block it from coming in. So, okay, our next row that we're going to look at is the past and how that is affecting the next row, which is your present and current situation. And then the final row will be, what's your next step? What steps should you take that are in your highest alignment and good? Okay, so let's get a look-see of your past. We'll pull a few and then I'll start reading, guys. Okay. I think we're there. Yes. Okay. All right. So it looks like with their past that we're feeling a little lack of family support somehow, and I don't know if this is with your significant other or not, because they could be a couple that with whom you are housed, so you feel like they are your family. Someone is feeling left out in the cold, so since it's a love reading, I don't know if you're making them feel left out of the cold or they're making you feel left out of the cold. Maybe since this is family support, maybe your family's making you feel left out in the cold and it is affecting your relationship. We'll see as more cards keep coming. We'll continue to look at that. Now this kind of looks like we have been trying to do blah, 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 blah. We're spending time building something of long term that is not bringing us our harvest because it was an egoic path that's not working for us. So I don't know if this was going back to the significant other being the issue here or not. You're going to tune into your relative story with this. And we should have looked before we leapt, so to speak. We should have made some preparations. It looks like that we failed to make. Perhaps we would have caught on to some of the stuff not working. And it looks like you had to let go of someone that enabled you to some degree so that you come into your own power, but you more than likely have stayed friends with them. And it could be a father figure, it could be your significant other, I'm not sure. You're going to tune into your story, see how that feels. And then we experience some failure of some type. So even this whole row that I'm reading right now can definitely indicate failure, especially with this sowing your seeds into something long term that wasn't working out because it was ego trying to do it, because we didn't take that preparation. So that definitely can lead to that failure, sure enough. And but don't let that stop you. There's always more fish in the sea. That is something they always advise you, and that again, I have this tuned to many of you in your unique stories. You have to see how this particular card will fit you, because this can fit one of a few ways. This one, it can either be you're out of your power, and when it's reversed like this, it's a suggestion you need to get in your power, and we saw that here too, so that's like an affirmation of that as well. And or you're dealing with someone that is an oppressor, which can also make you feel powerless, so that can add on to that as well. And or it could just be throwing this card in here, or an and or again, this is Aries, so none of that refers to you or whomever you're partnered with in the situation. So that is your past tense. So let's look at your present. So it looks like you've dealt with a little bit of things not working in your past, but your theme is looking good as long as you're surrendering to the flow, because you got something new coming in, a new journey, and it's your fate line, it's your heart's desire. So keep that in mind. That is looking good. All right, let's see what you got going for your current situation. Pull a few cards and then start reading. Okay. Let me see if we got any more. Didn't quite fit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. We got a present tense here. Alright. So, currently, and I can understand from the looks of your past here, we are feeling like things are not right with our world, and that's obviously so. When you're building something long term and it doesn't come to the fruit that you were hoping for, it doesn't feel right, because you become familiar with building that long term thing, and that with which you feel familiar is where ego feels like it's at home, even though home life, like that lack of family support, isn't the greatest thing. You're feeling left out in the cold. It's not a good feeling, but still the familiarity is where ego feels safe, and that one can really trip you up there. But you are going through a spiritual breakthrough is what they are showing you. So you're busting into that new journey, but you have lessons to learn from this old journey that you have been on. You may even be sinking down now into some apathy because of this past situation and feeling like your world's torn upside down. And looking at the next card, we had the Tower come in. That means your guides came in and knocked things to which your ego was really emotionally attached. And that's probably this long-term puppy right here, where we were trying to make that harvest come in, but it was ego that was not working, and ego does not like it when that happens, but it's actually for your best benefit. Like I said, it is a spiritual breakthrough. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of healing there to get you out of apathy, because apathy is really down low and wrong, and then it's like you just don't care, you just want to numb out, life sucks, it hurts, my world feels upside down. Quite literally, the world card is upside down. I just am tired. I just want to get off the world. I know those feelings. I hear it, and your ego has every right to feel this way. Validate those feelings. Sit down. They suck. I've been there. It really, really sucks. You just want to take a break. But you got a break coming. Keep this in mind with your theme card. This is where you're going to have to surrender to the flow of life, because your guides are coming in and are causing a flow now. Your ego's been hell-bent on making its own path that was not working, not taking you to thrival, and you guys are coming here and saying, oh, nope, we're going to get off the survival path, and we're going down the thrival path. But you always have free will, and your free will is to surrender to that flow and allow the new that they're bringing you. Allow the new journey that's coming in fast. It's going to be positive. Allow you and your heart's desires. You have to allow it. That's going to be your choice there, and that's what they're suggesting you do. And you were either doing this, or they were inviting you currently at the moment to step back and get into a neutral perspective and look at your life and see how it wasn't working. Get an observant perspective here because it wasn't working, and you got to get out of that emotional story with ego. I wanted it this way. It wasn't working. It wasn't leading to a happily ever after. It just was not. You were out of alignment with your higher self in doing that. So they're inviting you to step back and get an observant path and look at that and see how it wasn't working. And then it looks like we might have gotten into some cutthroat competition with someone. So I don't know, is that feeling living out of the cold? Maybe feel in competition with your significant other or what have you. So you're going to tune into how that fits in there with you on that one in particularly. Okay, so that is your present situation that you're looking at. So now let's look at what's your next step. What steps should you take that are in your highest alignment and good? Yeesh. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay. All right, so if a charity proposition pops up either for you to receive it or give it to another, take it because it will be symbiotic and it is safe. It'll be a mutual benefit to the both of you. This is the wish card upside down. Again, what it is, this means when it's upside down like that, you are blocking your wishes from coming true. They are inviting you to turn this right side up, surrender to the flow, allow what's coming in, allow the spiritual breakthrough, allow this goodness to come to you. That is your choice. Right now with this apathy here, they're reminding you to be careful. It is always good with the Hermit card to go within, spend a little time with your higher self, your angels, your deities of your choice, your guides, and what have you. But don't withdraw too much and isolate too much because we are creatures of society. That's a bad way to say that. We are social creatures. That's what I want to say. And we do thrive with socialness. And I'm not saying go and gather around with this pandemic. I'm just saying don't withdraw, open up, talk to people, talk to loved ones who truly love you and care for your benefit, not what they want you to do. They want you to be happy for you and take the steps that will be happy and healthy for you. Even if you have to get some coaching and get some healing with this apathy that we're going through and maybe some losses of letting go of what we were trying to build that wasn't working out. Do that. Don't over isolate. And also tune into your other story. It could be a toss in here because this represents Virgo. It could be and/or, this also represents Virgo. That'd be you, your significant other, or whomever you're going to deal with. Good news is, guys, you got the Sun card here, which means everything, and they're letting you know, and they want you to put some focus on that. Everything is working out in your highest good, and they're really reaffirming that because they're telling you you're having a spiritual breakthrough. They're telling you got news coming in here with the Chariot card, and it's going to be positive. They're telling you you're embarking a new journey here with the Cat, with the Fool, and it's going to be positive, and you're on your heart fate line, and that's just going to lead you to thrive, living your dreams. But again, it's up to you to allow those dreams. You got to flip this one upside down. Right side up, I should say. Okay, so the universe is not supporting this isolation that we want to go into. They're not supporting you on that. That's not a good decision for you. Do get that help, whether it be loved ones, whether it be coaching, or whatever it is you need. Get the help, guys. You are aware and you know deep down inside, even as apathetic as you may be feeling right now, deep down inside of you, you know, because this is upright, that everything's working out in your highest good. Here I'm seeing some disharmony in romance. This is a love reading, so maybe this is a disharmony in the past, and maybe because you're on this new journey, I don't know if this is a breakup. Maybe that's fitting your story. Or maybe it is a break, a shake up within your current relationship of how it was going, and y'all are changing things in your relationship to make it to be one that works. So you're going to have to look at that and see how that relatively fits your particular story. And again, they're assuring you, just like I was saying with this, don't over isolate, because this is showing a reverse. They're showing you here, spend some time with some loved ones, some family, that bonding, because this is where the healing takes place. And also that is following the romance card. So if you just sort of if you in a romantic partner that feels right for you and it just hasn't been working right, maybe you haven't been spending time with them. Maybe you've been spending too much apart. You're going to tune into your life story. Maybe that is what's necessary. I'm getting warned, if anybody's going through abuse, don't even entertain that thought. You're going to be looking up a breakup. Don't entertain that thought if you're getting abused. No, it doesn't support that. But you're going to decide, are you in somewhat of a healthy relationship, but you've been doing things that haven't been working? What can you do to make things work? Is that possible? And if not, just get your own healing or get ready to embrace a new relationship. But you're going to need to heal where you're at right now, because I love that word, rant. Why don't I do that right now? Because you got to heal that vibration so you don't take that into a new relationship. Okay, so that is your reading, guys. And then that was with the Mystical Cat Tarot. Your Messenger Oracle was with the theme card. Now we're going to clarify with the Tarot Familiar. Also, just a reminder, guys, this is the last week in July. And I am doing a giveaway for this month. So this is your last opportunity to enter that giveaway this week. So all you have to do is be a subscriber. So if you're new to my channel, all you have to do is subscribe to enter the giveaway, and you'll find details of how exactly to enter with that giveaway to win a free personal reading from me in the description box below. And also, if you need a personal reading right now, I have links to that in the description box as well. Okay, so your theme card is Surrender to the Flow. It's in reverse. You're going to have to allow the universe to take you and flow with it and go with what the universe is bringing you right now. To allow that new journey to come in with that Chariot card that is going to be positive and in your best bet, and allow that new journey with the Cat that's positive and be on your fate line, heart's desire, heart's desire. Woo, no. Okay, I'll take the 3. And that's it. That's too neat. Not reading half the deck. We got a pact, me and the spirits. Not half the deck. Okay, 3 of Cups. Again, they're saying the same thing. You're going to need to spend some time with that loved ones. And so I don't know if this is your significant other, don't know. Don't ask. Or family and friends or coaching to heal. So you're going to have to follow your particular story on that one. And again, they're showing you're going through a spiritual breakthrough. The Ace of Swords is coming up again. That's the same thing as the Ace of Sky. Exact same thing. They're showing you that too. And we're also getting the 5 of Swords here. So with the 5 of Swords, make sure you don't go into this place where you are, especially if you're staying in a relationship, this is really going to be, and even if you are breaking up, because you can possibly do that, you want to waste your time. It's the ego loves validation, and this is why you need to validate your ego. Okay, you don't want to sit here and try to conquer them to see things from your perspective when they cannot, because of their own paradigms, beliefs, and values. And you don't want them trying to persuade you to do that too. It's always good to see their perspective if you can get in that neutral place and see their perspective. But you can own your values. Don't let them try to conquer you and change your values. You need to be in alignment with your own values and hang on to that. And if you're in a breakup, don't waste your time trying to get them to validate you and understand you. Just they can't. You just got to accept that and let that go. So you're going to see how that fits you in particularly. It's just a royal waste of time. Don't waste your time. Your ego needs validation, so sit down in meditation and see your ego as a child. Let it tell you its pains. Let it tell you why it's upset. Let it tell you why it's hurt. Let it tell you its fears and validate it. You're exactly right. That did suck. You're exactly right. That was a lot of pain. You're exactly right. I don't know why the hell they did that to us. And I hear you. And I understand you. And you have all my compassion and empathy. And give that ego a hug. Give it that validation. But don't let it get stuck there. You can have that one meditation, later on have a meditation trying to just get it to let go and move forward, and then start putting your focus on what you want, not on what the F happened in the past and that we're stuck in the past, because that'll just maintain that vibration and keep it going. And then you'll have the same problem with the new face, new place, same problem. You don't want that. You've got to move forward and heal this stuff. A great book for that is a good suggestion is Break the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. He helps you get out of that. He really is good with that one. And then we have the 2 of Swords. So we're looking at here a possible stalemate, and that is going to go back right here because that's coming back to back with this conquering. You're going to get in stalemate. They can't see you. You can't see their perspective, or you know you shouldn't adopt their values, and they're determined to make you adopt their values, or you're trying to get it there. No, stop that. That's just going to stalemate. It's not going to get you anywhere. You're just wasting your time and energy and just keeping your vibration low. And then we got the Knave of Pentacles here, and you are, universe has got you something new's coming in. You're entering a new journey here. It is of your fate line and heart desire. You're on it with the new path, but you're not feeling supported. You're not feeling brave enough to enter that new journey. Maybe your significant other has robbed you of that feeling. Maybe the failure that you've experienced with them is making you feel that way. Don't buy into that. The universe has got your back for that. Believe me, they're telling you this is a spiritual breakthrough. They reaffirmed it here. It's a spiritual breakthrough, and that everything is working out in your highest good and alignment. It's the Sun card. Nothing can be better. So keep that in mind. Okay, so that is your clarification for thing. Now, for what you went through in the past, you're not feeling family support. I think that's more of the significant other, as I'm really seeing this whole reading, and someone's going left out of the cold. So I don't know if that's them with you or you with them, but you're definitely trying to build something long term in a way that's not working. So either this person is not in alignment with you. I have not exactly seen that card show up, but if you are one that are in a breakup, then that would be true. Or you and your partner have been doing something that is not working. So you're going to have to see how that goes. I have not been seeing the cards that are showing that you're misaligned. I am seeing this to spend time together, but you're going to have to suit. And I did get that intuition. If you're in abuse, no, it is not working. Okay, so, and then you did not look before you leapt. So whatever you tried to build, you didn't take the preparations that were necessary. And someone that who has been kind of like enabling you is moving out of that position, and you are now moving into a position of power, but they will remain your friend. It's like a father-like figure. And then you've had some failure, but do not let that knock you down. And then we're out of our power, or we're dealing with an oppressor. So this is those of you on that storyline of the abuse. Get the fuck out. No, you don't want that. You do not want to deal with the oppressor. And also that represents Aries, or it could just be saying you're out of your power and you need to be getting into your power. You've been out of your power in the past. So now we're looking at the clarification for this, guys. Oh, there it is. That's the card I was saying I wasn't seeing, and so Spirit saying, okay, here it is. Okay, so yes, some of you definitely are in a misaligned relationship. It's showing up. And that's all you're going to give me. Let's see what they give me. We got the Knight of Pentacles here. So that is a family support. That may be a father figure. So I'm not sure. I'll just feel that one out. And then you got the Knight of Wands here in reverse, saying some of you are misaligned. And if you're misaligned with them, you went out of this situation. It's not working. Don't waste your time with that. They're not clarifying anymore here, guys. So I think that's going to be it for this drive. Very, very short clarification. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's all they want to say on that one. So yeah, they definitely want to come in and go, Seqkat, yeah, misalignment. Yes, here we are. Okay. So then your present tense, you're feeling like your world is upside down. Well, it looks like it because it wasn't working, and then that tower came in, so you're definitely feeling like it. But this is a spiritual breakthrough. This is the next card. And then we were going into a sensation of apathy, and it's really setting in. It's not temporary with being reversed like that. We want to get out of that. Tower card came in. Your guides did come in and knock out what your ego was emotionally attached to, building something that wasn't working, and you're being invited to step back with the Sky Queen to see things from an observant point of view, a logical point of view, not one all emotional, stuck up in the story, because what you were building there is showing you was not going to lead you to a happily ever after, because that is a reverse of the 10 of C, and also that you were not following your higher self with the good kitty in reverse here, and there's some type of competition going on, apparently really cutthroat competition with the 5 of Fire there. So I don't know if you're in some type of competition with your significant other or not. Here they come. Oh yeah. That was being reaffirmed. Yes, some of you, sadly, I think some of you are in a little bit of abuse. We're going to get out of that, guys. Okay. Okay. Alright, so here we've got the Knave of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you were going for something that you were mostly attached to. That's not going to work. You got to let that go. And then you got the Emperor card again in reverse. Again, so this is going to definitely reaffirm an oppressor. For those of you on the abuse storyline, if there are, yeah, I know there's some. I can feel it because they intuitively were talking to me without the cards eventually. Are either and or you're out of your power, and they're reaffirming that too. You got to get back in your power. And then we've got the World card that's upright. Now you are feeling like your world is upside down right now, but they are telling you, because your guides are coming to knock this stuff out, they are telling you your world is actually, everything's right with your world with the spiritual breakthrough. They are assuring you that everything is right with your world. It's a big change, it's a big shake-up and a turmoil, but it's leading you to that, which is good. And then you got the Queen of Swords here in reverse. Here, they're inviting you to objectively stand back with the same thing. Queen of Sky, she's the same one, to observe things from a logical point of view and get out of that emotional storyline. And here they're showing you that emotional attachment, and we don't want to let go of that emotional attachment when she's in reverse like that. And that's what's making things feel so shook up. We're going to have to let go of that emotional attachment to that which is old, that which is new. I actually had a video I just did in the last Wednesday's musing, and it was about to make change easy, do this. I would put a card on it, but I've already promised the card on the first reading, and they won't let me do the same card twice on the same video. But what I'll do is I'll put a link to my Seqkat's musings, the playlist. They will let me do that, and you can click on that playlist and find that video. That will show you how the ego and why the ego grabs onto survival and won't change even that which is great for it and better for it. It'll explain that in greater detail as to why I won't do that. But then it'll also show you how to make it easier, to make this transcendence much easier for you. And then you got the King of Cups again in reverse here. So yeah, some enabler is stepping out of that role so you can get into your power, and we're seeing this out of the power. So this, whoever's on that storyline too, you got that coming in, being reaffirmed. So that's your clarification on your present tense. And now we got, what's your next step? So we've got some charity coming in, and you might definitely be, I would think, more with what's going on. Even your home life might be getting shifted a bit. You might need to be the benefactor of receiving some charity. So if someone is giving you that is looking positive for you. That is going to be symbiotic for both parties. And then you got the wish card in reverse, which simply means, it doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get your wishes coming true, especially the way this reading's going. It just simply means you can turn that around by focusing on that which you want and having faith that you can have it. Surrendering, going back to your theme card, surrendering to the flow. All you have to do is allow it. Your guides are there, they're ready. It's just like a dam sitting there, and your guides have got all this good stuff just ready to pour in, and all you got to do is let it open and let it flood right on in. It's up to you. It's your choice. And then you got the Hermit card in reverse, showing you don't isolate too much. We have to heal with others. And then you got the Sun card coming here, telling you everything is working out in your highest good and alignment. And then you've got the non-universal support on that isolation. Don't do that. And then you got the Two of Cups in reverse, which is showing me disharmony in the romance. So there may be some of you here that just your romantic partner was not working, what y'all were doing was not working out. You have to let go of that and start new in y'all's relationship in a better way. Some of you are looking at a breakup, especially those in toxicity and abuse. And then again, with that coming in, those of you who are working on shifting things in your relationship to make it work, you need to spend some time, quality time together. Or if you are the one breaking up, you're going to need to spend quality time with loved ones that can help you heal, so you can heal your current vibration. So if you come into a new relationship down the road, you won't bring in that old baggage and just repeat the same thing and repeat the same lesson, because the same lesson is going to come before you until you learn it. Learn this lesson here and now, guys, while you're in this right now, so you don't repeat it. Okay, so here, by doing all of this, you will be following your higher self. And then also telling you, since this is your next step, to follow your higher self. Spend some time connecting with your higher self, surrendering to your higher self. And then we got the highest priestess, and following your higher self means you get that healing. I told you there was healing needing to be done here. They're definitely telling you that, because she's all about healing in reverse. You might have a tendency to want to resist. Oh, wow, and I'm getting intuition that some of you are going to think, I don't need healing. Don't. We all need healing. Coaches need coaches. I don't care how far along the line we are. Somebody needs a reminder and help from somebody every now and then. I mean, I am a spiritual coach. I am an energy healer. I still have to go to peers and people that are higher down the line and get help every now and then. We are human. And when you're in the middle of being human and bogged down in this story, it's hard to pull out and get back into your spiritual side. And I'll go talk to somebody and they tell me all the crap I know. I'm like, I know all that. I know all that. But I needed to hear it again. I needed to be reminded. We all need healing. Get your healing. Don't resist it. It's not going to work. Swallow your pride. Some of you are going to be prideful. I got that intuition that it really showed me a particular person that's too prideful to get their healing. And that's where I know. And I've never had that happen here on these YouTube readings. That's the first time. So why don't you swallow your pride and get the healing you needed? Do you want new face, new place, same problem? If you don't, get it healed. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. That's showing up again. The charity. So receive the help. It could be that right there. Receive the help. It's going to be symbiotic. They're going to be happy to help you. It's going to be beneficial for both you to receive the help and for them to give you the help. Take that. King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords, he's good at like solving his challenges. So you're in a challenge right now and you do need to heal that vibration, and they're showing you success with that. So that will be good. And then you got the Ace of Wands, which is passionate desires. So there's a delay towards moving into your passionate desires at the moment. It's always good to move towards them, but you're going to have to get that healing in order to turn this around and make this successful. So that healing is necessary, because that healing is what's going to help you surrender to flow and allow that to come in. It's just hard as hell for the ego to go, oh, okay, I'll just kick back, relax, let my higher self take over. Ego loves control, and it takes a lot of work to get the ego to let go of that control and to trust your higher self. It really does. Okay, and then we've got the 2 of Pentacles. If you do all of that, then this will bring you into balance. And they're actually bringing my own program, and I'm not running it right now because that's an offline thing. And with the pandemic, I'm not doing offline work. I'm practicing social distancing. But they're actually telling me about my own program of the practice of loving yourself. And what I do is I bring you into a balanced relationship with your higher self and a balanced relationship with your ego self. And what that does is it gets your ego to start trusting you as like a mediator between you and your higher self, which allows you then to allow your higher self to bring you into thrival. And that's what you want to work on. And the biggest, best way, it's a 4-week program, but in a nutshell, I can tell you, is sit down, have that validation, meditation with your ego, but don't keep it there. And then just talk to your higher self and ask your higher self for help. I'm trying to surrender to you. I'm trying to follow you. Help me know what to do for my ego to help it follow you. Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is your clarification there. So I do want to wrap up now with one more oracle card. I'm using my new deck, which I'm excited about. So I'm learning that one. The Angels and Ancestors. Really love this oracle deck. It's really good. So we'll wrap up with that for an overall message for your reading. Keep in mind, guys, all is not for naught. You got that Sun card, and you got that Chariot card coming in, and the New Journey card, and you're on your fan line. Everything's going to work out. You just have to allow it. And you got spiritual breakthrough reaffirmed twice. Yeah, I got a couple cards and I'm going to drop a bunch of cards. Okay. Okay, you got 2. You got the Wise One, grow within your current situation, in the Animal Garden, trust your instincts. I really do like this card, and this card is very, very fitting for your situation, for your particular reading. This one is grow within your situation, just like I was saying. You've got to get this healing done, learn the lesson while you're in it right now, because this is what this is all about. Is persevering through this challenge right now and learning so that you can move forward. And it's also about commitment and not getting bored and persevering and sticking through it. And we were already seeing some apathy here, so we need to heal it. So this will even fit if it's you with a romantic partner or significant other, that y'all are just, what y'all been doing together is not working, but y'all can make it work. It's going to take some perseverance, and it's going to take some commitment to make this work. You both are going to have to really not buckle down and do this. And or even if you're breaking up, you're definitely going to need to really stick with yourself on growing from this challenge and moving forward and getting that healing. It's very crucial and very important to do that so that you can move towards your thrival. And this is really backing this up. You're going to have to surrender to the flow. You got to get that ego to let go of that control. And then your animal guardian here, trusting your instincts. It's just kind of like animals. They know things and they have these instincts and they find the guidance. One of your instincts is deep down, you know everything is working out in your highest good and alignment. So everything that is telling you that there's this one teeny tiny part of you while you're going through all this turmoil and even feel like your world is upside down and you've experienced the tower. Even during that, there's just some little teeny tiny aspect of you deep down inside of you that says, you know, I'm okay. This is working out for the better. Deep down, you want to grab onto that and you want to hold onto that. I'd also like to add with this card, she's surrounded by animals that love her too. You can do a couple extra things with this card too. If you have animals and pets, you can definitely spend some time with them. They can be very healing because they give you that unconditional love, and we can definitely use that. I know when a breakup I went through, one of my cats, she was wonderful. She was there for me the whole time, and I don't know what I would have done without her. So they can be very healing and nurturing for you. So that's one thing you can do too. And then also too, if you can also go on a shamanic journey, you know, and maybe connect with your power animals too, because they are your animal guides and they can give you some guided information. So that's another aspect that you can utilize this with too as well. Okay, guys, so that is your reading. I'm not the best of readings, but guys, you're going to be okay. You've got wonderful things coming through. You got the Sun card, the Chariot, the new journey on your heart's desires, and this means you're going to be living your dreams, guys. All you're going to do is allow it. So you're going to be okay. You're just in the transitional period, and I know that place sucks, but I can tell you I've been where you are, and I'm on the other side of that. It's going to get so much better, so hang in there. Do not give up. Do not give up. Persevere. You can do this. You got this. So anyway, so it's not the best of readings, but this is what the tarot is about, to bring you into awareness of where you've been, where you are, and what you can do to get where you want to go. So that's what it's all about. So if you found this helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. That helps me circulate my video out to others. If you want to share comments, I welcome that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you'd love to join me, I'd love to have you. Just hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications so when you know my next readings go out on the next Sunday. And then also to my musings on the Wednesdays, like the musings that I was referring to earlier, I'll put that playlist up here for you to go for a card for the playlist, so you can find that video on to make change easy, or make change easy, do this, I think is what it was. So click on that one. It's a butterfly. It was just this past Wednesday. And also on the first Wednesday of the month, which will be next week's, I do a chakra clearing where I clear, and that'll be beneficial for you too, and helpful in that. That'll clear all 12 chakras, ground you with Mother Earth, and come back and open up your heart chakra, which puts you in power. So you can also look into that as well too. Okay, guys, hang in there. Everything's gonna work out fine. Until next time, much love and much light.